Hello there, namaste. So the trailer for Tehran. I have no clue what this is, but I have a feeling it's gonna be some kind of drama action. Just a feeling.
This is an international matter. 3 countries में blast हुआ है.
Clearly an act of terrorism. Let's expose the bastards.
Where is Rajiv Kumar? पागल है सर.
ये problem advantage बन सकता है इस case में.
We cannot be trusted.
सारे resources use करो.
Get to the bottom of this stuff.
That is very interestingly well done. It starts off with a girl just handing a flower to someone in a car. It does another scene, like it just skips ahead, but it's all frozen in 3D, running around as scene for scene, something's happening, and they're talking about the incident as we're seeing it play out. I love that shot right there. That literally could have just been it. That right there as a teaser and be like, that is phenomenal. That is phenomenal. I gotta give praise where praise is due. That was amazingly well done. That alone as a teaser would be like, I need to see this. Because it gets you interested, it gets you excited. Now let's check out the rest of it and see if it makes it or just jumps off a cliff. Let's see.
What was his name again?
Rajiv Kumar, Delhi Police.
मेरी फैमिली को धमकी किसने दी थी?
DJ ने.
मेरे घर में चिट्ठी किसने डाली थी?
साले ने.
जॉर्जिया, थाईलैंड, इंडिया, तीनों बॉम्ब्स में सिमिलैरिटी है.
اون مارکینی ایمنی همونی که ریشه میزنه. یالا.
Yep, just like the diplomat. He seems to like doing these based off true events.
जब एक सोल्जर किसी दूसरे सोल्जर को मारता है, तो बात देश की होती है. लेकिन जब एक टेररिस्ट किसी मासूम की जान लेता है, तो बात बहुत पर्सनल हो जाती है.
ऑपरेशन टेंशन नहीं है, ग्राउंड सपोर्ट मिलेगा नहीं. खतरा नेक्स्ट लेवल.
Yeah, there's a lot I can say about that right there, especially with like the world and the state it is, with like the immigrants coming over to different nations and then causing problems and going like, oh, I didn't know this thing that is obviously illegal and an absolutely disgusting act was illegal. I thought I could do it. I feel sorry for people who are in the UK right now. I'm just going to say that. I'm so glad we have a president, at least right now, for the next year or two, and just to be safe, because yeah, whenever people watch this, it'll always be later and later and later. That is trying to control how many people can enter. As bad as that is for me in my situation, it also is a good thing in the long run. We don't need people. I was gonna say something. I'm just not gonna say it. I'm just not gonna say it. You're gonna be it'll just open a can of worms. It's funny how you can always make fun of one religion, but when all the other religions come into play, you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. Nothing.
जब तक बॉम्ब लगाने वाले हाथ काट नहीं दिए जाते, तब तक इंडिया को कोई सीरियसली नहीं लेगा.
RK is entering Tehran.
The mission has been aborted. वापस आ जाओ.
RK, तुम अपनी जॉब से ज्यादा प्यार करते हो या अपनी कंट्री से?
हमारा काम ही कुछ अजीब है. जब करते हैं तो किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता, और जब नहीं करते तो सबको फर्क पड़ता है.
You're on your own.
What do you mean?
Your country just abandoned you.
Then do what you gotta do. Yeah. I was right. Just from the start. I mean, the way it started was magnificent, and I had a feeling from it. Just the frozen picture of a girl handing that it was going to be a drama action type of feel. And as they're showing, the film starts off slow. It starts off with the drama aspect. It starts off with the terrorism aspect. It starts off going, and then it gets to the end of the film and it turns into a freaking action film. But it's okay because it's earned that right. There are those films that are like war, and War II and those things, you know that's just going to be nothing but nonstop action. You go to those films to just watch nonstop action. This one's one of those where you want to build up to the action. You want to feel like you've earned something at the end of the film. You want to feel like what's happening is earned. And I like those types of film. Even though sometimes I feel like when they do too much of the action, because there was that one scene where there is like 20-something people on top of a whatever you call it. I think it's here. No, I missed it. But it's just like, yeah, this one. It's this scene here. There's tons of people shooting at him, and it's just like, okay, this is getting a little too ridiculous, and it's supposed to be based off true events. Maybe make it grounded, a little more grounded. But sometimes it's earned, sometimes it's not. Oh, sorry, I got out of the screen. Sometimes this is earned, sometimes this is not. And I'm hoping it's earned. By the state of how the trailer has gone, I'm feeling like it's somewhat earned. They've somewhat established it at that point in time. Maybe they would have a gun out in a few other scenes prior that lead up to this. But I'm hoping this is earned. But it actually looks interesting.
Iran wants to kill him. Israel has ditched him. And India has deserted him.
Yep. Tehran. Yeah, I gotta say, that actually looks like a fascinating trailer. From the start to the end, I absolutely love it. And the actor too. I mean, watching The Diplomat, I freaking loved him in it. I thought he did an amazing job. So he can do those roles where he's basically playing he looks as if he doesn't care in scenes, but at the same time, it's like that. He has a way of acting with his eyes where you can tell that there is something there that he feels. And I gotta say, I like that. I like it where an actor doesn't have to emote like they're covered in a superhero costume, so they have to animate everything, where they can literally just show it on their face with a subtle twitch of their eyes. I mean, that's like the Speed. Is it the Speed movie? Where that actor was praised for the scene where he turns over for just that one look. From his lips going from... That was it. And he was praised for that. And it's funny because he laughs about it, about how I literally did nothing. He was watching something kind of like the all right, where you take something from the real world and you just... And it can show a lot, especially given the situation. Now, if you had the scene where he turned and was like, it would have been too much. That's theater acting. You don't need theater acting in a film. And I believe that John Abraham can do that. He can do that subtle acting that works in films. That's why you get close-ups on him and things like that. You could get away with that because you don't need the, oh my gosh, that over the top acting. He doesn't need to do that. He doesn't need to do that. Yeah, I like him as an actor. Tehran. I want to check this out. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you next time. Doodles.
You guys got a video? So bad.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait, where's that?